Hello neighbors, it's Brad here at eTrailer, and I'm with Greg from B&W, and we're in their display travel trailer, and that way we can take a look at the fifth wheels that they offer. So Greg, what do we have here today?
Today we have three of the mounting type systems for our fifth wheel lines. We have our Patriot line and two of our companion series with the single point and with the OEM that's here behind me that we'll get to here in a bit. Our fifth wheel lines boil down to entry-level rail systems. They're industry standard rails. Our Patriot series attaches to any industry standard rail that's out there. You buy the hitch, you just drop it in, pin it, and you're pretty much ready to go. With the Patriot series here, our coupler head is a little smaller than what the companion series is. It does have side-to-side tilt and front-to-back tilt. The jaws themselves on it are 3/4 of an inch thick. They're machined to plus or minus 2 thousandths, so we hold that kingpin really tight so you don't get any thump when you start and stop. Our handle system here is a cam system handle. So when the customer goes to unhook, they can swing the handle open. There's a hole back there, and you pin it open. Kind of hard to do one-handed. There you go. And you can see that I'm holding the jaws shut, so it doesn't take a lot of pressure to hold the jaws shut, but they are released. So once you pin that handle open, you can get in the truck, pull forward, and it'll pull the jaws open, easily releasing the trailer from the truck.
So that's going to translate to when you unhook, you don't have to be on perfectly level ground. You're not going to have to fight to get that to unlatch. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct, yes. We've tried to make it as easy as possible. That way you're not having to jiggle the truck, trying to get the handle released to get disconnected.
Now, with the Patriot, I see that this one's rated at 18,000. You said this is a smaller offering than the Companion. So what is this going to be applicable to? Who would be looking for the Patriot versus the Companion?
The customers that are going to be looking for the Patriot are going to be the entry-level, more cost-focused neighbors that'll be looking towards the Patriot, and those customers that don't use their beds for other things, because those rails are they're always going to be there. So if you're hauling sand or rock or anything, those rails really fight you. And for a lot of customers, that's not an issue. They don't use their truck for anything but pulling. So the Patriot is a great line to get them started into the fifth wheel line. Also for the customers that are buying those smaller type fifth wheels, because they're just not sure what they're doing quite yet, is a great place to start.
Well, and as Greg said, the quality, that's something that every time I handle a B&W product, it doesn't matter whether it's an underbed gooseneck kit, a fifth wheel, the quality is throughout. You guys really think everything out. There's nothing that I've ever found at fault with these products, and I'm not just saying that. You can ask anyone, check out reviews. Anyone that has a B&W will definitely talk it up because it is that good.
Absolutely.
And as far as mounting up, so as you mentioned, this one goes into the ISR standard rails. Now, the Companion that we have here and also the Companion on this side have two different styles of mounting, and what do those offer?
Correct. With our single point attachment here, this is the staple of B&W that we come out with in the mid-90s, kind of the forefather of all of our fifth wheel line. It has a single point attachment that goes into our gooseneck hitch. When you take that ball out, it's got a post. You can't see, but it's here in the middle and goes all the way down through, that attaches that to the truck itself. So there's no additional hardware, no bolting or anything. It just sets in, locks in place. You tighten up one bolt that pulls the base down tight to the bed of the truck. You set the coupler head down on with these handles, and you're ready to hook up.
And then as newer trucks are coming out, something that in the past couple years has been really more popular is going to be the OEM prep.
Absolutely.
So you already have that puck system in to be able to drop that in, and they are specific to manufacturers.
Correct.
And you guys have offerings for all of those, correct?
Correct, yes, absolutely.
And so what that means with the newer trucks, I mentioned the puck system. These arms will allow you to drop that in. You just turn those handles. That's going to tighten it down. You put your clip in, and you're ready to rock.
That is correct.
Now, where a lot of the quality shines through with this fifth wheel compared to a lot of the other ones out on the market is as you have it unloaded in the back of your truck, the head's normally slopping around. You're going to hear it clanking around. That's not the case here, and that's due to polyurethane and a few other features, correct?
Correct, absolutely. Our coupler head does ride on polyurethane bushings, and I'll show you that here in just a second. But one of the key components is our hydraulic shock here on this side. And it helps control the side-to-side tilt. And as that fifth wheel is going down the road and it's starting to catch wind because they're so big, that shock will help control that side-to-side, slow it down so it's not rocking so much, and transfer into the cab and improves the ride.
Now, one of the things I like about the Companion is you can separate the head from the base, so that way if you do need to have your truck be a truck and use the bed, it does take quite a bit of the weight off and makes it a little bit easier. So let's go ahead, we'll take the head off and also take a look at those polyurethane bushings.
Absolutely. So to take the coupler head off, you pull these little clips here, you pull out these extra safety pins, lift up on these handles, and the head itself will come off.
So having the contact patch where anything moves, urethane, we see that in sway bars or really anything that has friction and moving, and polyurethane just holds up really well, cuts down on noise, and just overall you're going to get a smooth operation throughout for years and years and years.
Absolutely, yes. We recommend the white lithium grease on them. Like you can see there, that's a little tacky this morning. This here is our drawdown bolt that I mentioned that you tighten down. You loosen that up, and then you can, handles here, you can actually pick the base up out of the bed of the truck and get back to a clean level bed when you need to use your bed for something other than towing.
Now, as far as the Companion, what different weight capacities do you guys offer?
On our single point attachment here, it's rated at 20,000 in the fixed unit and in our manual slide unit. Over on our OEM side, we do have them rated at 20,000 and 25,000. And OEM sliders are rated at 20,000 as well.
Now, you mentioned sliding bases, and we have that here on our Patriot. What does that do for someone? Why would someone want a sliding base?
The sliders come in handy when you have short bed trucks, and some of the fifth wheel combinations out there. You need that additional turning clearance, so when you turn, you don't get the corner of the trailer into the back of the cab and smash out windows. So the way our manual slide fifth wheels work, and they all work the same, is there is a handle here on the driver's side. You lift up on that handle, it stays in place. Then as you get back in the truck and start to pull forward, the unit slides back 12 inches, automatically locks in place, and gives you that additional foot of turning clearance that you need when you're parking or in a tight spot at a gas station or something. And then when you're ready to get back to traveling, it's just the reverse. You lift up on the handle. As you back under the trailer, it slides back and locks into home position.
That's a game changer for short bed trucks. They don't have to go out and get a new truck. There's ways around it. You can still make those turns. And like you said, I've seen lots of trucks with cab corners crushed in, and this can avoid that. There's no need to damage your truck. You can get the sliding base, and really that will take care of that. Now this little battle axe looking tool here, what does this do?
Yeah, the medieval looking club. This is actually an RV lifting device. We've designed it because our fifth wheels are quite heavy. Being all made out of all steel and everything, but they do protect you. The way these work is you just open up your jaws and you clamp it in. That gives you a nice little reference point to hook a chain to for just a chain hoist overhead, or a tractor or skid loader to be able to pull that unit out all at once out of the back of the truck rather than trying to manhandle it.
Yeah, and that's something here we sometimes use forklifts to get this in the bed of trucks. They are not light. It does take, at least if you have the head off, the base will take 2 people normally. And it's still not easy. So a lot of the people around this area, we're in a rural area, a lot of farmers have fifth wheels, and I always ask them, how do you guys get that in and out if you need to use your truck? And that's what a lot of them, use whatever farm equipment they have, and this is a great way to do that.
Absolutely.
Now that we've seen a few different mounting styles of the fifth wheels, you got the ISR standard rails, the underbed goosenecks or OEM prep. When it comes to the rails and underbed gooseneck kits, B&W also offers that specifically for different models of trucks. So you can find those here at eTrailer. Just use our fit guide to make sure that you're getting the proper application for your truck. huge thanks to Greg from B&W for taking the time to show us a little bit of your fifth wheels that you guys offer. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.